I'm Milton. This is my sugar check parable for today. Apparently it takes a whole lot of blood sugar to grow a new body, new pair of eyes. And yes, that's what I'm doing. To build Jesus' immaculate house here on earth. Yes, stigmata eye and the palm. Make that video of your hijack call to me, 424-229-4140. Post. That's your family's hijack lifeline. That's your AT&T lifeline, your AT&T livelihood. Mine as well. Not making any money off my graphic card. Because the Great Wall of Evil, yes, the Chinese Great Wall of Evil, has Solari Enterprises taken a very active part in America's hijack lifelines, Iranian Muslim group, making a whole lot of money off of Heckler and a whole lot of other folks, including me, with my rent money and not doing their jobs. 307 fasting. It's 12 hours before my last meal. It's 9:32 in the morning. Make that video, post that video, whatever you get when you don't get me. Come see me in person. Have Whitwood Travel show me the perfect place to build Jesus' immaculate house. Best people start building. And yeah, don't come to California. Not until they can tell you why you can't reach me. 424-229-4140. Call the tourist check. And yes, call the Catholic doctor check. Don't go to a Catholic doctor. Aside from LAC, USC, Keck Medical, Adventist Cult, and Dignity Health, the most recent set of doctors to be the devil and hold back medical research as well as taunt openly me. See, the smaller, browner circle is gone, bigger, bluer circles growing in, through, and around. Catholic doctors in your neck of the woods. You try to call me, if you don't get me, yeah, that's the devil stealing your call. Catholic doctors being an active part in America's hijack lifelines. Get it on video. And yeah, come see me in person. Have Whitwood Travel. Show me the perfect place to build Jesus' immaculate house here on earth. I'm Milton, son of a carpenter and Mary. Daddy carpenter. Worked on skyscrapers. Mom Marianne. I'm the son of a carpenter, Mary. I get to tell parables. And this is Solari Enterprises. Mormon, Muslim, Chinese, AT&T, YouTube, Adventist Cult, LAC, USC, Keck Medical, and Dignity Health. Watch call list. They have inspired a lot of the 93 check imagery and yeah, it should be about the same thing. Yeah, that's the YouTube one. 404. Yeah, I've had a lot of good ideas lately. A lot of good videos. So this phone in my hand is altered in the same way that the sugar checker is. Make that video. You see if it's highest sugar count, then I just don't eat, and then I don't design Trump's phone gate. That wasn't the problem yesterday. A lot of folks on Solari property working, as I said a few times in videos yesterday, the man, Muslim cult, Mormon cult down below. When he's threatening, he is always behaving as if he is management, talking as if he is management. Smaller brown circles disappearing, bigger blue circles growing in, through, and around, medical research being passed by. And yes, he is the man harassing a Christian in a wheelchair. And you, that's your family's lifeline, not being allowed to work. See the eyes, slowly but surely, a little whiter, I think. The browner part there can be browner, can be lighter. So can the white part and the tan part. Slowly but surely, doing a little genetic carpentry. Make that video of America's Hijacked Lifelines, 424-229-4140. There's something you can see for yourself. You can document yourself. And ring the phones off of Solari Enterprises hooks. Get their home numbers. They can't decide on who's regional manager. One day it's Enrique Vergara, the other day it's Teresa Bridgeport. Shauna's on hand with a split personality, 2 or 3 folks, very different looking folks, I might add, claiming to be Shauna, the manager who told the angry Muslim, Iranian Muslim down below, told him to lay in wait when I went across to get my pills. Gave him heads up and then had him screaming in the office. And I've been talking to Enrique Vergara, Housing Works, that helped move me here. And I've yet to get anything out of why they're not protecting a Christian in a wheelchair against dangerous Iranian Muslims. They're doing something in the Mideast over there, aren't they, as well? I have yet to get that. After 2 months, I made the audio videos. Check them out on soacam@live.com, SOACAM at live, asking, ever growing. I'm looking back through the calls I've made to Solari Enterprises to get the angry Iranian Muslim down below to stop harassing with a loud noise. Not even any kind of musical genre, it's just his garbage can lid noise. So call up Shauna, call up, Google their numbers, everything with Solari Enterprises, find out who is really at the top, and try to call me in front of them. Ask them, when else will your phone not be allowed to work because of what they're actively involved in? Does their Mormons harassing a Christian in a wheelchair on Teague Terrace and probably other properties, do they have connections to the Taliban, the ISIS groups, the Mideast at all? Well, obviously have contacts to the Mideast, that most of them are Muslim. Do a little intel for America. And yes, recall because we can't call. Get that chant going. I'm waiting on it back from the photo printer. At all Trump. Presbyterian Trump, Catholic Governor Newsom of California, Jewish Mayor Garcetti, all of them. Recall because we can't call. Call them up, ring the phones off the hook. All you senators who are on the wrong side of that fiasco of the Russians financing Trump's affair. Here's in case you've been getting that phone ringing error message, busy signal if you're trying to raise funds for re-election. That's what's going on. It's reprisal from Trump, Garcetti, and Newsom. Active in the cowardly Hussein, placing the kickback money from that. Get him on video and come see me in person. Yeah, look for the handsome bald guy on the sharp wheelchair. And tell me what you think about such widespread corruption in our government that's easily documented. Make that video of your hijack call to me. Make a video of any mail you send me. Commenting on any of my imagery. Oh, for or against, I don't care. Make that video. And yes, use that GPS. Any of you who know how to do that, find out where Americans stolen their warehouses are. Any generals or colonels or others who might be involved in The dangerous compromising of our security that is our hijacked lifelines and directly tied to our stolen mail. I'm Milton. This is my graphic art. And this is gold. Sharp wheelchair. This is my sugar chick parable. Apparently it takes a whole lot of blood sugar to grow a new pair of eyes, a whole new body. That's what I'm doing. And I'll use the flashlight to show you the eyes now. I see it. 355 there. Yes, this is genetic carpentry. Don't try this at home. Dad the carpenter worked on skyscrapers. Mom Marianne. I'm Melton, son of a carpenter in Marianne. Yeah, don't try that at home. Dad himself taught me how to do the genetic carpentry. There's a smaller brown circle that's going to be missing. This part here often is tannish, whitish, brownish, darker brownish, or lesser. And yes, the change got to go on with the whole body. Organs, bones, muscles, very painful with the muscles and the arteries and such lately. You know what's going on, what will speed up the process? Come see me in person. Oh yeah. Saints Imagery. Find it at www.saints-imagery.blogspot.com. I'm up to 2.5 minutes, so I won't. Look for the Saints Imagery on my YouTubes. And yes, follow those links on that site to print out some 4x6 photos of the Saints for those who might enjoy the Saints. You gotta size up the larger ones yourself, but you'll find Saint Teresa, Mother Teresa, as a 4x6, as well as Pope Celestine V, as well. Grand Park in LA, in the downtown LA skyline. I'm Melton. This is my sugar chick parable. Apparently it takes a whole lot of blood sugar. Grow a new pair of eyes, whole new body. That's what I'm doing. Gotta build Jesus' immaculate house here on earth. Let me get the sugar chick out of the way. As I retell you the one from last night, and I reworked this image, but I still don't have it where I want. May do it today, may, wait a little while. Got those October Saints one I want to get to. They got the original font, and I want to get it in Old English. Oh, Old English is a very good font. I'm thinking of doing the next Testament with Old English. 366. Yes, that's fasting, as they say. Yeah, I've noticed it too often. It's correlation. Fancy term. Correlation between the beautiful imagery I designed and my sugar counts going up real high. Yeah, don't eat. The sugar counts, sugar checker is the same as your lifeline. Is pick it up to try to call me, 424-229-4140. Make a video if you had that call to me. That's Randall next door. You can barely hear. Every once in a while they have a certain crowd in. Bought Spectrum to harass a Christian in a wheelchair. They'll have a certain crowd in and they want to seem like, oh, that's a little louder. They want it to, it's still not as loud as the devil's folks can make it. But yeah, they want to. There's nothing going on. No harassment of a Christian. Oh, look for that documentary. I hope to get it up today of many calls. I got like 12 videos put together to Muslim Solari enterprises with their Iranian interest harassing a Christian in a wheelchair from the apartment down below. They've been going at that for 2.5 years, and it needs to be documented because those Muslims, those cowardly Hussein placers, don't roll your eyes at me, all you politically correct. Cowardly Hussein placing after we got attacked by a whole lot of cowardly Husseins, that's something you might find in Revelations or something. Get it on video. Your hijack called to me, the cowardly Hussein placing. You can call it the cowardly Trump placing if you want. But yes, they were going all out with their Harbinger cult and their dangerous Muslim brothers from abroad. Yesterday. Day before yesterday and a little bit last night. Get it on video. You asking all of Solari Enterprises as you try to call me, how do you reach this man? When else will my phone not be allowed to work? Why are you harassing a Christian in a wheelchair? Ask that at Garcetti's, LA Mayor, Newsom, Catholic Governor of California, and Presbyterian Trump. Oh, his church is right up there at the corner of Eagle Rock and York. Kind of an older building, antique kind of stuff. I guess that's appropriate. President Trump is. But I wanted to redo that parable real quick, and that'll be a 6-minute maybe. Already up to 5. Mom is talking to Dr. Rapetti, emergency room doctor, and she says, are you sure there's no hope at all? And Rapetti looks at that mom's ragged clothes. Just got home from work. She wasn't able to switch and had to go to the hospital with Billy. And he says, no, I'm sorry. There's no hope at all. And he goes on to say, that little Billy can go on playing in richer neighborhoods all over America if you just sign that organ donor thing for me. And just then little Billy calls out from that ER room, don't fall for it, Mom. Oh, Sandra's giving him a little help. Sandra, the garden angel, flower grower, cloud designer, person guarder. Calling out from in that ER, don't fall for it. Get me out of this hospital. to a competent hospital, not with Dignity Health, LAC, USC, Keck Medical, or the Adventist cult folks. And yes, I heard what I had a bad experience with Dignity Health, the last set. Oh, you come out here to California, you'll get the same treatment. So do that tourist check right now. You try to call me. 424-229-4140. Whatever you get when you don't get me. When those folks in high places in California can't explain that, or better yet, they just offer you an impersonator and say it's all a big show. Yeah, take your tourist bucks elsewhere. But yeah, happy ending in my parable here. Mom takes little Billy, with both of them having that bad disease, being poor. Takes little Billy to a competent doctor. You may have to go out of California. Because the Good Samaritan, I saw some good stuff there, and they are Catholic. Dignity Health is too. But, yeah, heed my warning. Call up Jewish Mayor Garcetti and ask him why he's harassing a Christian in a wheelchair, son of a carpenter and Mary, and ask him when else your phone won't be allowed to work, and demonstrate it with a speakerphone there, your husband's phone, trying to call me. Make that video, post that video. You got the time, you got the date, you got my number dialed, you got phone gate. Get it on video, post. And yeah, wear them with Dale. I'm waiting on it from the printer. A more honest world because of the ever-present eyes and ears of technology. Help little Billy and Sandra out by making documentary videos of those dangerous docs who think they're dad and need to be reined in big time worldwide. Come see me. Bring a nice live for gold. Have Will Travis show me the perfect place to build Jesus' immaculate house here on earth. Best people to start building with. But you got to see me in person. And when you see someone besides me in my imagery and videos, and that's a large collection of it, on the internet, oh, look for my links Excel. That'll take you to a lot of places. Soacam, Soacam, at live.com. The public OneDrive with that. Look for the links yourself. Come see me. Have Will Travel show us the perfect place to build those 1,000 points of light. Jesus' immaculate house here on earth. A great place to finish rebuilding my, eyes and the rest of me. Melton's imagery. Well, that's why you need some coins. But yeah, laminate. Last longer. And yes, I am Milton, son of a carpenter and Mary. Daddy carpenter worked on skyscrapers. Mom Marianne. I'm the son of a carpenter and Mary. I get to tell parables. I get to tell you about truth. Make that video of you hijack call to me right now. 424-229-4140. You got the time, you got the date, you got my number dialed. You got religious persecution. That's placing a cowardly Hussein in our White House right after we get attacked by a whole lot of cowardly Husseins. Religious persecution that affects our lifelines. Think it's over with? Well, think again. Your lifelines are still hijacked. That means that religious persecution goes across party lines. Make that video. Time on your phone. Number dialed. And yes, bring up that chant. Had every photo op. Newsom, Garcetti of California and LA, and of course Trump. Recall because we can't call. Recall because we can't call. Not one Flight 93 check call in over a decade of asking. Recall because we can't call. Your phone gate on video. Spread the word. Hand out cards. Oh, 4x6 print. What, 10 cents? 20 cents if you don't know where to shop. Hand those things out and tell everyone. Make that video of America's lifelines being hijacked. Oh, all Americans as well, all soldiers, military mottos, couple of paper clips that's on your desk. You got a drawer full of Flight 93 check, big fives. And about at church. Tell everyone to make that video of what affects us all. Our lifelines being hijacked by dangerous folks. Get it on video. And yes, once again, crosses party lines. You got the time. You got the date. You got my number dialed. Oh, call up your senator and try to call me with him or her on speakerphone. Post. Bring up that chant at every political rally. Get it on video. Ask them, what are you doing about our easily documented hijacked lifelines, no certified mail? In that decade of asking, that's why the address is right there. You know, send me something, make a video first. It's not a bill, it's going to be stolen. Get that on video. America's hijacked lifelines and stolen mail. Funny thing happened with my blood sugar today. I had to get up early for the nurse that very closely resembles a nurse from the convalescent hospital from hell. Had to get up early and took my blood sugar, and she called right after that. She can reach me by phone. Ask her how she does that. 424-229-4140. Went down, and a half hour later she's taking my blood sugar and it's 420. It's the same kind of thing as Muslim Martha Misa, the doc down the street on the left, going north, giving me insulin poisoning and then going to Dignity Health, one of her hospitals or her hospital, and getting bad treatment from Rapeti, like spaghetti. Make that video of America's hijacked lifelines, and yeah, I've talked about that before. I've had a big plate of spaghetti at night and it drops 200 points. And check out those videos I made over a year ago with up into 500s and 200 and exactly the same wit, humor, and handsomeness. I'm Milton. That's gold. And this is my sugar check. Apparently it takes a whole lot of blood sugar to grow a new body. I'll show you the eyes. It's the easiest for you to see that effect. Why do I have to build a whole new body? To build Jesus' immaculate house here on earth. Make a video if you had that call to me right now. Put that first brick of truth. 356. Put that first brick of truth in Jesus' immaculate house. There are the eyes, smaller brown circles on the way out, bigger blue circles growing in through and around. I gotta make a whole lot of videos today. with my digital cameras to hopefully save the phone a lot, because the devil, Lori, is running wild. The devil, Lori, is in Louisiana. Can reach me by phone. And you need to know what that bitch knows. Smaller brown circles on the way out. Brown, big circle there, gone. That can be whiter or darker brown and tan and white there. But yes, this medical research being passed by is why you find LAC, USC, Keck Medical, the Adventist cult, the Dignity Health folks, the most recent, last year with insulin poisoning. That's why you find them getting credit for Wiram Wadeo. And yes, all doctors thank the devil bitch for Wiram Wadeo. The image got a lamp and a palm in it, and it was a photo I used for saints imagery that got butchered with high-tech toys on site that are inept military, are not clean enough. And yes, it involves the Mideast folks, Muslim, dangerous Muslim Slaria enterprises with also Mideast Mood Bond, married to Cheryl Bond, whose brother is the gay guy married to with the 7-11 marriage, the devil Lori. So yeah, when you look out into that waiting room, you see all those patients, realize all of them could have a nice audio maker, video maker going, you wouldn't know. So be good doctors. Don't be Dignity Health, Adventist Cult, and LAC USA. And yes, call up all California cops 24/7. They don't mind me being disturbed at my home. You call them up at theirs, hand out those numbers. This is a threat to security in California that needs to be addressed quickly. 424-229-4140. I don't watch the news, and the one bit of news I found was something about switching music channels on the radio. Was that Iranian attack on the Saudi Arabia? Yeah. You need to ask our military or Trump, why aren't you doing something about Slavery Enterprises openly harassing a Christian in a wheelchair? At Slavery Enterprises, Teague terrorists doing it very openly for 2.5 years. Why aren't you doing something about that? Hold up those big fives and chant, recall because we can't call. Recall because we can't call. And do that. That's a Saturday. Randall Stevenson harassing a Christian in a wheelchair there. Call up his employees on their day off, call them 24/7, same as governors, mayors, same as with Solari, same as with generals, colonels, and you ask them, why are you being so inept? Why are you a part of? Depending on who you're talking to. My family's lifeline not working when I try to call Mr. Brady. It's more than both of our AT&T livelihoods. When you're getting that with countless other customers, boring thing you get when you try to call me, phone ringing, error message, busy signal. More than our AT&T livelihoods, our AT&T lifelines general, press secretary. What are you doing about that? And you Get that chant going. Recall because we can't call. Ask West Point, why aren't you putting out generals who can control a situation, who can address a Muslim threat in Los Angeles and California? Why does America, why does a man in a wheelchair need to do that for you? Randa's bloody hands right there, they can turn that off. They don't. When your phone is hijacked for political, religious, business reasons, it's to place. Randall is placing a cowardly Hussein, a incompetent Trump, in the White House. He gets his hands bloody hijacking cars, and then even bloodier. Doesn't even know how to drive. Look at that. Gets him even bloodier, altering phone records to cover them up. His crimes. Call him. Get that chant going at every political rally. Recall because we can't call. Post. I'm Milton. This is my sugar chick. And there's the image in the image, dear Mayor. I need to get that on a GIMP. So that anyone can put any mayor across America. In there. $3.95. That's a little lower. Still kind of high because yes, I've been doing the GIMP thing with August. Man, have I had a lot of trouble doing that. But yeah, Muslim Iranian Solari Enterprises actively harassing a Christian in a wheelchair. I've also been putting the audios of my calls. For years, but I'm organizing going back through the month. You need to call Solari Enterprises as well, in person as well. You try to call me and you ask them why are they harassing a Christian in a wheelchair who's been asking Americans to check their lifelines for over a decade and has yet to get one. Used to be all dark brown. The brown in the middle is a little bit lighter. And it has been. It can get darker, it can get lighter. The blue part is overcoming the brown part. Medical research being passed by with Iranian Solari Enterprises harassment of a Christian in a wheelchair. Late last night, this morning, early. They're an active part, and the man who is harassing from the apartment down below often speaks with him acting as if he is management. And Solari's got a whole lot of properties, making a lot of easy money with Hacklow, harassing a Christian in a wheelchair and giving the fingers to stuff like ADA. That's why I ask in these videos if anyone knows who protects the handicapped. Certainly not Garcetti. Certainly not Governor Newsom, Catholic Governor Newsom. He hates those saints, so. Hates saints and truth about America's hijacked lifelines, so he's not doing his job either. That's why he and Garcetti, Mayor Garcetti of LA, will be in recall because we can't call. Get it going with that GIMP. Print out whatever you like, put it on your desk, and tell everyone. We need to do something about this. This is dangerous foreign elements on American soil. California, and California affects the rest of America's lifelines. Pick up the phone right now. Whatever one thing you get, phone ringing, error message, busy signal, not going to be boring. If you need the firemen, police, paramedics, money out of your pocket every day. Make that video. You got the time on your phone. You got my number dialed. You got Hussein's All 8 years without one call. A lot of harassment, but not one call. You got Trumps, you got Garcetti's, you got Newsom. You got every incumbent politician to chant in front of. No, not Gregorian chanting. Nice music, but recall because we can't call. Recall because we can't call. Hold up those big pods. You can print them out. You can size them up bigger than that 8 by 10. Print them out and tell everyone. Recall because we can't call. Get some justice for Mary's children in 9/11. Make sure all children out there, their phones work properly. Get it on video what you tried to call me, and they don't. And yes, all of the above, taking an active part in America's high-tech lifeline. 424-229-4140. My address is 4260 Eagle Rock Boulevard, apartment 409, Los Angeles, California, 90065. Make a video of that mail before you send it, and those of you who know how to do that GPS thing, tell me anything with the GPS. If it's got my address and it's not a bill, it will be stolen. Get that on video. Find America's stolen mail warehouses. You'll find the winners of the last political elections, perhaps not in those warehouses. You'll find a whole lot of cowardly Hussein flyers and mailers gathering dust there. Not gathering dust there. You'll find his opponents and a lot of folks on the wrong side of that stuff. Remember, wrong side of placing in our White House and other things. Remember, all you senators on the wrong side of that investigation into Russian financing of Trump's campaign. If you've seen reprisals, have you been trying to call folks to get support for that next campaign? And you get that phone ringing. That error message, that busy signal, yeah, that's Trump paying you back. How do you pay him back? Have you folks do that chant, recall because we can't call, and hold up the big fives as posters, as binder art even. You put it in your binder, go to the photo op and hold up your binder. There's an 8 by 10 or full page Word doc. Laminate both of those, that will last longer. Go there, recall because we can't call. We need to get this guy out. He's not doing his job. He's in bed with dangerous Muslims, dangerous Iranian Muslims of Solari Enterprises who think they're untouchable. They can do whatever they want. They can harass a Christian in a wheelchair. Educate them about how that's wrong and how hijacking your lifeline is wrong as well. Come see me. Have wit, we'll travel. Tell me the perfect place to build. Jesus is an excellent house here on earth. Best people to start building with. Make that video of the religious persecution that affects our lifelines, that placed the cowardly Hussein in our White House. Now, did I show you the smaller brown circles? These part here are gone. Bigger blue circles going in through and around. Show them that religious persecution that affects all of America's lifelines, religious or not. Come see me in person. Have wit, we'll travel. Let's get started building a better world. Put that first brick of truth in Jesus' immaculate house right now. Make a video of your family's lifeline not working as you try to call me. Post.